What's going on, everybody? It's RedRaven, and we are back in the world of Tekkit Classic. Now, today, I was thinking, yes, can you see me? Alright, good. This is a very important episode, okay? Not really. I just want to see you guys, how you guys been. So, now, today, what are we going to be doing? Yeah, I haven't fully decided that. Let's see here. So, I want to still focus on getting these rings. So, we have the Ring of Ignition, which, as you guys saw in the last episode, we pretty much can do this. Wonderful, wonderful hot tub, and not take any damage, which is amazing. We can also walk around and cause a mayhem and fire in all directions, which, once again, is amazing. So, now that we have that all sorted out, the next ring we need to get is, let's take a look here. We have the flying ring, we have the fire ring. I guess the next thing would be to get the wonderful zero ring. So the zero ring is going to be some more dark matter, some snow, and some snow balls. Make some snow, we need some snow balls, which is... Oh wait, hold on. What just happened there? That was weird. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Alright, so if we have our macerator, we can actually get some ice and macerate it down. Now to do that... If we had a water bucket, we could actually get the zero ring and make ice. But we don't have that yet. And of course, we could also make ice using a compressor with a snowball, which we get through a macerator with ice. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, how do we get it then? Well, we could either go find some snow and go ahead and do it that way, or we can do this. Water cell with a compressor. And that makes snowballs. So, water cell. As you guys can remember, water cells are made using an empty cell and a water bucket. Now, to make an empty cell, we're going to need a couple pieces of tin to make 16, which is a very good deal in my opinion. So let's go ahead and start with that. Now, we already have, right here in our crafting table here, we have some tin, so let's go ahead and... I could do that, but we already have some empty cells. Wow, we are prepared today. We could do this. Alright, so we have some empty cells. Now, the next part was... Hold on. Hold on. We could do this. We could do this. Ice, and then... hold on. Snowball, and then... where is it? Where is it? Okay. Alright, so to make a water cell, we need a water bucket. And then we have to do that in here. So... we're going to have to need a couple good water buckets. Once again, I am not going through all the process to this. We are in Tekkit. I don't need to work. So, we're going to do this, and let's go ahead and get a little bit of water. Now, do we actually have... So this, right here, we have these tanks. Eventually, we need to fill these up, so I don't have to keep going outside to get this water. Alright, let's see here. We'll go over here. So, we're going to fly up, and we're going to head ourselves out. So, let's go this way. Out to the front. Down here. And in case you guys are wondering what happened to the door, I pretty much allowed some of my family to get on this server temporarily because they never played Tekkit. They saw a few episodes of mine and said, hey, can we get on? I said, sure. So we have our own little civilian, non-YouTube side somewhere in the world where it's pretty much everyone has their own factory, own nation, and... yes, there's a little bit of wars involved. I have a couple nukes, which we'll focus on in a different episode. So pretty much, they broke into my YouTube base to try and get ahead, and well, I caught them, and end of the story is they are now dead. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and finish this up. So we need to go to here, get the lava bucket, and the water bucket. Get a couple of those. We don't want too much of that, just a couple buckets of water. Let's go ahead, click them in. Yeah, that's more than enough. Okay, so we're going to go to here. And we're going to get ourselves some empty cells. And then we're going to go ahead and do a bucket. Water cell. Oh, hold on. Let's do it this way. Do that. So we can throw some water buckets into here. Put a water bucket there. Bop, 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 bop. And there we go. I love how you can't stack the buckets, but you can stack the water cells. Okay, so let's see here. One water cell equals one snowball. Is that correct? I think that's how it works. Yeah, one water cell will equal one snowball. And in order to make the zero ring, we're going to need 2 snowballs, and then each snowball, and we need 4 snowballs for each brick. So 4 times 4, that's 16, plus 2 more, that is going to be 18 snowballs, which means we're going to need 18 of our water cells. So we're going to need some more. We have a lot of empty cells. We don't have a lot of the water. So we're just going to chuck some of these buckets back into here, and I just realized we have no more. Oh, actually, we do have one more water bucket. Good, good, good. Very good. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab more of these. We'll leave one in here for good luck. Go over to this. Put those right there. Chuck some of these into the crafting table. One right there, one right there. Grab that. 14. Couple more we're gonna need. Let's go ahead and drop those. Put that there. And there we go. 21. I am 20. Alright, so we got 20 of those water cells. Now, here's the thing. When my family broke into the base, they destroyed some of my equipment. So do we still have our compressor? Let's see here. Macerator. We have the electric furnace. And we have, yes, we have a compressor. Thank the Lord. Alright, so put that there. And there comes our snowballs. Now that we have water cells, I think, yes, I think this actually has an EMC value. No, it doesn't. Darn it. So there is a way that we can actually generate these reoccurringly through a factory, kind of like we do with the automatic rubber maker. And I'll do that in a newer video at some point. Okay, wait, why did this just stop? Oh, that's right, it's 16's a stack of snowballs. Good Lord, it's going to take me forever to get back into all this. Alright, we just need a couple more. There we go. Thank you. Alright. So, let's go ahead and make some snow. I think we need 4 of those, it said. So let's go ahead and do that. Wait, did I miscount? Oh, there. I'm like, I hope I didn't miscount. That would be kind of embarrassing. Okay, so we have our snowball, like this. And then we need 2 of those. Now we also need an iron band for the middle and then the 2 dark matter. Now, if you guys remember from the last episode, we should have a decent amount of dark matter in our EMC room. So let's go to the EMC room, shall we? What do we got? I'm going to have to probably rename that. Oh, that is beautiful. Do you have any idea how much EMC this is? Oh, that is wonderful. But yeah, we're going to rename the Diamond Maker version 5 to the Dark Matter version 6 probably now. Okay, so we have that. Let's come over to here. And let's take a look here. So we got that. We're going to need a lava bucket. Do we still have a lava bucket? Yes, we do. Let's grab that. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Where is the lava bucket? I just had it. There we are. I'm losing my mind. Raven has lost his mind again. So we're going to do this. Get ourselves an iron band. So now we got the iron band. Let's go ahead and chuck that in the middle. Let's go ahead and get the dark matter on the sides, I think. And then we're going to need some snow. I believe it was in the corners like that. And then the next thing would be the snowballs, which, if I don't lose them, would be right here. And there we are. We now have a 0 ring. Now what does the 0 ring do? Well, if I push G, it creates snow around me. Which, this is freaking amazing in certain ways. Why is it amazing? Well, if you have snow, we could just go ahead and break some snow. And if we had, I think... What is it? I think it's a hoe or a shovel. You can actually make some snowballs out of these. But, I mean, this is nice. You can also use it for a couple other little things. So let's go ahead and find our exit again, which is a little bit harder with this texture pack. Even though I still love this texture pack, it does make things a little bit difficult now. So let's go out here. And now with this ring... We're going to come over to here, and as you can see, I just right-clicked on the water, and I could create a little path in the water. So if I hold right-click, I just create a nice little path. So we can use that to walk on water. You can also use a couple other things. So like if I was to hold, let's say G. Now wherever I walk, I don't even have to hold right click. It just makes everything around me either have snow or turn to ice. Now I hear. Now this would be perfect during Christmas time or the holidays because I could just throw, you know, a lot of snow all over the place. And wait, is that snow? Did I already have snow here? And I could. Well, we had to show it the Tekkit style. All right. Now we should also be able to like throw snowballs at people, but that doesn't work. Once again, I think that might be a part of the bug. I'll look into that, and if I can figure out what that bug is, I will explain to you guys how to fix that. But as for this, yeah, we're just gonna see if we can turn that off. But apparently not. Even with the power of snow, you cannot beat fire. Well, yeah, that is something. Okay. I still hear the burning, but I don't see it. Where is this burning? And it just stops. Okay. Alright, so we now have our magical walking on water ring, our fire making ring of destruction, and our flying ring. We need one more ring. The harvest band. Now the harvest band I will try to make in this episode, but we're going to go into more detail about that ring in a different episode. Oh, good lord. I just lost it. How did I lose it? There we are. So, in order to make it, we're going to need 4 saplings, some flowers, specifically the yellow and red flowers, I believe. Yep, the roses and the flower. Some dark matter, and the band. So, let's see here. I believe we have some saplings in the base already. We're going to need some flowers, which we can get from the garden. So, let's go over here before it gets too dark. And as you guys can see, we definitely have the flowers needed. So, we're just going to pull up the pie right here. So, we get that one, and right here is a good spot to use for the bag. Let's chuck a couple of these things into the bag. And I thought we already had the flower there too. No, we don't. So we'll just go ahead and break that one. Thank you. Alright, so we got our flowers. Now, the saplings. As I said, I think we already have some inside, so we're going to go inside and check. So let's go in here, go over here, go down the steps. All the way down. All the way down we will go. Alright. And flop. Okay. So, where would I have put those? They'd be over in these chests, I believe. Let's see here. Rare, dust, machine. Probably in building. No. Alright, here we go. We got some saplings. Okay, so we got the saplings. We got that. And I think we still have some dark matter on us. Do we? Yes, we do. Okay. We're going to need another lava bucket, though. So, let's open this up. Grab ourselves a lava bucket. Let's actually make another one just because. There we go. Alright, perfect. So, we're going to need this, and then we're going to need some iron. So, bop, 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 bada bops, like so. And then we're going to go ahead and the next step would be to put this here, and I believe it's 2 dark matter on the side, and then 4 saplings like that. And I think it was rose on the bottom, yellow on top. Yes, harvest band. So we have the harvest goddess band. And as I said, we're going to go into more detail about this part later. Just know that this does have an area effect skill as well. So if we come up here, let's go outside and just show that part off, I guess. This way. Come on, up, over. And I think we'll put it over in the area that we pretty much set on fire in the last episode. It doesn't look that bad now, a little bit snowy and miserable, but you know, it's fine. Alright, so we just pushed G. Now G is the area of effect skill. Now as you can see, it's not doing too much. Now if we right click right here, as you can see, it just planted a lot of saplings. But if I keep right clicking, it's not planting anymore. Well, if you notice, I had saplings in our inventory. Those are no longer there. Now this ring, I wasn't going to a bit more in another episode, but I will give you guys this. Pretty much, if you already have the needed things in your inventory, it will place it for you. Now, if you're going to, let's say, make a farm and you have this ring and you right-click, it would replant your fields with the seeds that you have in your inventory. So that can definitely make trying to make a big farm and holding it very quick and easy, which is nice. But you can also use it to make EMC, which is where we'll go in the next episode. So now, we have the 4 main rings of power. But this is a lot of stuff, isn't it? Having 4 inventory spaces filled up to hold your magic. That is where this comes in. The Ring of Arcana. Now, the Ring of Arcana merges all 4 rings into one ring, and you can swap between the modes in that ring. So, with one ring, I could walk and swim in fire, walk on water, fly through the air, and have the power of Mother Nature behind me. Yes, one ring can do this. So, now that we have the 4 rings, we're going to need a couple things of red matter. Now, we actually don't have much red matter, but as you guys saw in the last episode, we can actually use the Philosopher's Stone to break down some of the fuel and stuff we already have, I believe. It's been a while. Let's go ahead and just check some of that red matter out. Oh, no, actually, we're going to need dark matter. That's right. Red matter is after dark matter. I always get those two mixed up. So we need 3 of those and 6 of that. We can handle that. So we're just going to flop down here. And I believe we have the stuff in here to do that. We have 3 of those. Now, wait a minute. Let's create 1 now that I think about it. So we're going to need a bit more of our dark matter. So I'm just going to come over wrong way. We need to go this way. We're going to need to go back to our dark matter room. And we're going to need to grab probably a stack of that. We're not going to use the full stack, but we're going to probably need to keep some over here. Alright, so we're just going to throw a couple into that. Come over to here, and I want to go ahead and put a couple of that, like that. Grab the lava bucket, and let's go ahead and throw this right here. And there we go. So now we have a lot more of the fuel. So let's go ahead and 3 of this, and then 6 of that. Let's go ahead and put those there. And we're just going to get some red matter. And then we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of that, and then the rings. So, bop, 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 bop. And then let's chuck the rings up. I don't know if these have to be in a specific order. I can't speak today. There we go. The Ring of Arcana. So we're going to grab that. Now, a bug. This is not supposed to happen. However, this does happen. Is when you create the Ring of Arcana, 2 of your rings are taken from you. However, your Harvest Goddess Band and your 0 ring are returned to you. Now, once or twice I've actually had the Swift Wolf return to me as well. Now, this is cool in a way because you can still use this for other things in the future. They don't have an EMC value, so you're not going to be able to, let's say, just sell it back in and use that glitch. But it is nice to still have those. But as I said, this one ring, you can cycle between the different options. And wait a minute. Oh. Uh-oh. No. Hold on. I just set fire. No. Not in the factory. Okay. So, I'm sure you guys are now wondering, what was that? Well, let's go ahead and go back outside. So, when I was trying to use the rings before, they were a little bit bugged out and they weren't doing what I was saying they should do. Well, they did the area of effect where I could walk on the water or swim in the lava, but it didn't do some of the other features. Well, once they're actually put into the Ring of Arcana, there's no problem. So, like, if I right-click now, it creates the fireball. So I can now use this in my wonderful, ability of just blowing the world to smithereens. Or I can push G and then just, have a nice little thing follow me like last time. And now it's getting a little bit out of control. And then you can actually switch your modes. I'll have to see what the button is, because I have my button combination swapped at the moment. But you can actually switch between the different things. So we're just going to let that... See, look at the fire's working. It's killing the mobs. Burn! So yes, this ring is definitely overpowered. You, with this ring, become a god. And I am not a very merciful one. So, now that you have your magic powers of gods in your hands, I think that's a good place to end this video. So, in the next episode, we're going to actually focus a bit more on some more alchemy and magic and some more weaponry, of course. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, slap that like button. I will catch you all, beautiful people, in the next episode of Tekkit Classic. Goodbye.